Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to another edition of Pokemon White, Black and White Let's Play here on the Heavy Basics channel. Today we are in Opelucid City, where we get to explore the origins of the legendary duo known as Reshiram and Zekrom, which is our 2-point. But we need to know everything about those two, so we get to meet Drayden, Iris's grandfather, and he'll explain the origin of the legendary. Basically, Reshiram, whose essence is in the Lightstone, and Zekrom are the same. They say about a single dragon Pokemon, along with 2 heroes, were bring to the region. How one day, however, the twin heroes, the older brother who sought the truth, and the younger brother who sought the ideals, began to argue how to decide which one of them was right. A single dragon-type Pokemon had been with them all this time, split its body into 2. One sided with the older, and the other sided with the younger. In its pursuit of ideals, the black dragon type ushered in a better world. Its name was Zekrom. The white dragon sought truth, and to usher in a new world, it was called Reshiram. Because the 2 of them were one and the same entity, their battle raged endlessly, and neither one could be declared the winner. They just exhausted themselves. The twin heroes, basically, after the dragons were stopped fighting, the heroes decided to, And then the sons of the heroes destroyed the region with Zekrom's lightning and Reshiram's fire. So that's essentially oh shit. Which is why N, who's being pursued, trying to pursue the truth in this one, has Zekrom on his side. Anyway, so they're basically saying that he gives them everything that we know. So they don't know how to wake the legendary Pokemon up. But he made a promise to Alder, and they must win the So he's the final challenge. And not Iris. Which is surprising. Iris does actually teach you the most powerful move in the game. Draco Meteor. Also, the Float Stone you can get from this guy here. Obviously that one as well. Those kick versus grass stone. Kinda useful, but not really. Okay! Get a ring target from this chick here. So that's how useful things. Indeed it does. So how the hell that works? I think it's useless. Anyway, we got lots of items to get in this place, because there's a lot of places to go. Anyway, notice that I'm playing the black version and it's a futuristic section. You are correct. There is, in the white version, it is natural. Yes, I would like to use an item that I don't give a shit about. And I received a gift box, so no one cares about gift boxes because, well, who knows? It'll give you a different bot every time you see him in different days. To be honest, I'd rather do it. Besides, there are 2 sort of themes going on here. Artificial, natural. Artificial is Zekrom. Reshiram is natural. Don't know why they frickin' did the whole opposite thing, but in white, it is a basic ancient dragon town. Here, it just embraces the future, becomes a futuristic town, which is kinda cool. That's where we have to go, but there are some places where you can actually build up experience. So, you get the Destiny Knot, which will kinda useful, which will force the opponent to fall in love, which will make it annoying for you, so not much you can actually say to the items here. I mean, well, there's a lot of things, really. Let's see. Here you'll be fighting against 2 different types of trainers. This is the rotation battle, and the other one you'll be up against triple battles. So, challenge her and you'll take on the triple battle, but we're going to be using Pokemon that we're not going to be using for the next fight. So, the starters will not be involved in the final battle against and she has the entire semi-range, and I have the entire Deathlock. Which makes it interesting. Anyway, they're all at level 40. So, let's begin! First off, let's get a speed boost up from this one, despite the fact it won't do much at all. Which is kind of important here. Unfortunately, she uses Skull, which is completely bad. And she has the stats for it too. Shit. Anyway. Let's swap around to... Oh my god, you made a mistake! And I just knocked out his freaking semi-sage with a fighting attack. Awesome. Anyway, moving on. We're on to Semi-Seer. Before we notice, I'm probably gonna do something about it. Anyway, moving on. Damien. Oh, you made a mistake? Because I predicted you? Yes, I did! Prediction conquered! That's the end of his Semi-Pour. I still think it's one of the more useless creatures in the entire franchise. Now, I'm gonna swap to a Sarah to finish him off with Surf. Which I will get him. And I do. That's the end of him. Completely. More 600 health and all that. So that's the end of the battle. You get 2,000 credits, and it's all kind of cool. There's actually a second trainer. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I know just need to sort shit out here. Yeah, it sort of hurts it out, because I was giving my Ember a heal, because it kinda got hurt. Oh, don't worry, this is just your typical Ember. I mean, my Pig Knight's gonna be called, I think I'll be calling him Broham. I believe I like that name. I mean, it's not to do with Maryland's Tepig. Right! Now we have to face another triple battle, which has the serious one downstairs, but we now get to face the not-so-serious battle here, with lower-level, boring Pokemon. We get a Mindfu, a Hononod, and a Illichep. And I have my starter types again. So let's use Heat Crash. Now, probably asking yourself what's useful. Against smaller Pokemon, this move is an evil move to use. Which is why he's the foe of all small creatures. Yes. Now shut up. Get on with it. Thank you. Anyway, Hononod has fallen. So we're going to be down here. See, we didn't even need to do much. Embo's already got everything else sorted right here. I mean, using pretty much a lot of range of attacks. He's dead. Thank goodness. And that's the end of that. So essentially, we're heading towards the final bit. Very much now. I think we've pretty much covered everything that this town has to offer us. Barring the moves that we can buy in the Pokemon Center for a decent amount of money, which you could probably use. I mean, Blizzard is a very powerful move. Well, as the guy mentioned, you'll be going up against Dragon-type attacks and Dragon moves. Dragon moves and the Dragon type, one of the most fearsome types in the entire game. But we're not gonna use. But if we're gonna be using an Ice move, you bet your ass we're using an Ice Pokemon, and I've got the very one to use too, because it hasn't been used in the gym battle yet. Today we're going to be tomorrow in the next episode, Vanillix will be going up against Dragon.